look at one more property, which I kind of thought was a little interesting. It was this one right here, 6,700. Oh, 67,000, excuse me.
Oh, we also see that the person's deceased.
Yeah, in fact, I'm glad you pointed that out, because a bunch of these, that one's deceased. This one was deceased. 2 on the other list we were looking at was deceased. It was amazing how many people, were deceased on these lists.
Yeah. In fact, yeah, it was like half the properties here, they had somebody listed that was deceased.
Yeah, this is actually this lot back here. What I thought was kind of interesting is you can see how they've got 2 different roads for both of these lot owners.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
So
then,
you have to have easements.
yeah, and then there it goes to 3 roads.
Yeah, that's a pretty awesome way though to develop land there. So so you've got access and you don't have to deal with granting easement rights.
Yeah. Click on this real quick because I want to show the value of this. So we know that there's legal access to it. It's a nice big piece of land. It's residential R4. They're valuing it at 169,000.
Nice. So this is the one that sold for 60,000.
Yeah, 67,000, and it's about 8 acres. So here's kind of where it is on Google. We can kind of come down here and get a street view. The kind of road goes all the way back there, and it looks like the road goes all the way back to the lot, or at least, kind of right there at the lot.
Yeah, that would make sense. It probably does.
You can kind of see where the road goes out here, even looking at here, and then the lot's kind of right over here to the right. So it kind of goes, here's where the lot's at. It goes even all the way up to the top of the lot, or at least they're showing it does.
It actually looks like that area has been harvested of wood before and replanted. If you look at it, it at least from the other image we were looking at there, you could see where from right there, you can kind of see looking back in there. So maybe it's just past the area that we're looking at here. We can see where it's harvested up above it here, and they've replanted it.
Yeah.
And that's probably all been replanted too. This stuff right there is still pretty full though.
Yeah, I can't tell if that's Christmas trees or what's going on there, but it does look like they were reharvesting the area. So it has value. Maybe it has use. Maybe that there's a lot of value in that wood as well. Here's where it pulls up on Redfin. So you can actually pull up this property on Redfin. They're valuing it at 214. There's the 8 acres, but in kind of looking at it, I think it's probably even worth more than that.
Yeah, so 60,000, they'll still do pretty well on this. They'll probably make 150 plus on it.